Well, hi there. You're watching the world of Kayfabe Wrestling. And if you're doing it right, you're seeing my boy Nick, Daniel, and Joey. Tell them I said hi, and Mickey's got you.
Get it?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
Welcome to a brand new episode of What a Kayfabe Podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest, the one, the only, Nick Mother Evan Venom, along with my good friend and co-host. He is the lady killer. He is the man that when he walks into a room, all the women get wet for him. The one, the only, the backbone of this show, Mr. Staggerly Crocker. With us tonight, yes, we have nobody else because the other stooge or the other idiot decided because he's old, he fell asleep. So, tonight, we do have a replacement for him. You can't see him. No, kids, it's not John Cena. We have the Clarence bot, which is our AI in case Clarence decides not to show up on the show because, you know, it's him and he does pretty much whatever he wants to do because, you know, he thinks he's the shit. But anywho, we're definitely appreciating
he does.
guys.
So I think he will be a big contributor to what's going on. He's going to get involved in the mix somehow. He thinks he's the next big thing. But I think there are a lot of better guys on the roster than him.
I mean, clearly. People out there than Clarence.
I don't know.
Hey, Kylie, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome in.
He's still stuck in WrestleMania predictions mode. Let's clear his mind.
Yeah, let's do that. We can clear up Clarence's mind just by that. Oh, that goes up. No, Clarence is out. Clarence will probably be back next week. I think he might have fell asleep or God only knows what happened with him. So he'll be back on the show possibly next week. But anyway, the show must go on. We are here. We're here to talk about some wrestling. And man, you know what? Let's get started with that. Dark Side of the Ring concluded Tuesday. And man, look, I'm going to be honest. I finally watched the new episode, the Muhammad Hassan episode. And I'm going to tell you, that was a really good episode. I feel like that was the one episode other than Daphne that was really good.
Yeah,
The Muhammad Hassan episode is by far and large one of the best episodes of anything that I've watched in a long time. The fact that they covered it from every single perspective, it was just brilliant.
Thank you, Clarence. I appreciate it, but if you don't, I don't appreciate you interrupted Joey.
I thought it was great. It actually made me kind of angry on how much potential he had, and then WWE just
the dude
screwed him and just abandoned him and hey, bye. We fucked you, but with the worst gimmick ever.
Well,
but
I think a lot of it had to do with the London bombing incident. I feel like with that happening, I had a feeling. With that happening, originally they were going to put the title on him. They were going to let him beat Batista in Washington, D.C., no less.
Yeah.
Which, that would have been insane whatsoever.
But throw a mask on him and throw him in the indies for a bit, in the developmentals, and have him come back under a mask. It's one of the ways they used to do it back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, the Sultan.
See, that's something that I've been thinking about ever since the episode had finished, because it was just so sad to see how they took this guy that was getting so over, was actually getting a proper reaction out of a crowd. And as you said, put him in some stupid terrorist gimmick.
Of course, thank you, Clarence, on that
Clarence,
one.
We're going to hang up on you right now.
we're actually going to talk about this. But the thing is, the whole thing was he's Italian, but he looked Arab. So it's like, all right, cool, let's make him an Arab descendant from, he's from America, but he's got Arab roots or whatever.
Yeah, when Jim Cornette
started.
Yeah, when Jim Cornette was told to make them into terrorists, All he did was just go down to the men's warehouse and go, make them look like rich Arabs.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, he was like, what, a ladies' man at first? He had the gimmick in OVW. He was like a ladies' man.
Yeah, an OVW is a ladies' man type deal.
It's like an Arab version of Rick Rude or whatever the hell you want to be. And it was pretty wild. But again, the whole Muhammad Hassan gimmick, it got over. It got over for the wrong reasons. And the thing was, 9/11 was still fresh at the time. And a lot of people got pissed off about it, which in hindsight, it actually worked. It actually worked for him. And so, sure enough, they were going to put the title around him in Washington, D.C. I think that would have been like insane. Have that actually would have, happened instead of the way he went out. But unfortunately, it didn't. Instead, got released right after the whole match with Taker at Great American Bash. That happened. And dude went on a downward spiral. Like, he even had thoughts of, unaliving himself. Like, that's crazy. But he was able to get his college degree, and he was working at UPS, which was wild. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And now he's like, what? He became a principal. No, he was a high school teacher. Then he became a principal. Then he became
now he's
something else.
Human resources or something like that.
He's working in the HR department, which that's okay, whatever. Hey, at least I will say it ended on a high note. I feel this season was really good. It had a lot of good episodes. The Billy Jack Haynes episode was pretty wild, even though it was the most recent event that happened, aside from Daphne's incident that took place. But I feel out of that entire season, Daphne's episode was the hardest episode to watch. It was by far one of their best episodes they did since, season 2? Which had, Benoit, it had Owen Hart, it had the Brawl for All, it had New Jack.
Yeah.
And, yeah, dude, it was insane.
Yeah, you know what? Online there was some sort of, there's some people that want to equate that there's a conspiracy around Dark Side of the Ring, because it was like a few months after Dark Side aired of New Jack, he passed away, and the Iron Sheik episode not the Iron Sheik, the Sheik, the original Sheik episode
Sabu passed
and then
away.
he dies, days before. So now there's like a whole. There could be a Dark Side of the Ring, the conspiracy curse.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but
yeah,
I feel they're about to be coming to an end, because at this point you're starting to run out of ideas. Because it's like, now where do you go from here? And honest to God, I love the Dark Side of the Ring episodes. I love it. I love it. We covered on here numerous of times, but I still think, I really do think they need to do on a Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart, Perry Saturn. Perry Saturn being your opener. Start him off on a high note with a really good episode, and end it with Teddy Hart.
Yeah, they need to do one on like Sid versus Arn with the scissors.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Of course, the
Sid Vicious would be a pretty good episode,
and of course the Jerry Lawler. I just call it controversy of Jerry Lawler.
yeah. I feel now. I put this would definitely be a good episode. We would have to bring back our predictions for Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah. I feel we need to do that, but I strongly think if I had to pick, Teddy Hart would be my season finale, and we know what happened. Everybody knows with the whole Teddy Hart situation. It's been beaten to the ground, but I would like to hear from his peers, his cohorts, people that were around him. What was he like? How he was? So on and so forth. There is a documentary on Peacock, but I feel that wasn't enough. I feel we have to get from the wrestler standpoint, from the people the promoters that promoted him. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying we should get CM Punk on there. No, I'm just saying the people that was around him, people that knew him, people that they can afford to interview for one. I mean, let's be real. But I digress. Eddie Kingston would be another good episode. The struggles that he went through to where he's at now, even though he's currently, I think he's still injured. I wouldn't mind seeing an Eddie Kingston episode. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got more shit to cover. NXT, man. I don't know if you watched NXT this past Tuesday, but dude, NXT was insane. By far one of the best episodes of the year. Hands down. We have a new women's champion due to controversial reasons. Jacy Jane is now your brand new women's NXT champ.
Yeah, I mean, I predicted she would have lost at Battleground, but because I thought because she's going to go to the main roster.
No. I think me and Clarence, we probably predicted that. I actually predicted that Stephanie was going to win. Because look, let's be real. Jordan would be a great fit for the title, right? She would be a great fit, but it's too soon right now. It's too soon. Like let her.
Yeah.
Let her go out to the North American title.
I just knew that she was going to lose that title soon because she's going to be leaving NXT.
Right. And it was only a matter of time before it happened because, I mean, look what happened with Julia. Julia won the title, got injured for a little bit, came back, had a match with Stephanie. Honest to God, hey, Baxter, honest to God, I really wish we could have just had Stephanie versus Julia and Stand Deliver instead of the Fatal 4-Way. But I digress. It is what it is. She's going up to the main roster. Jordan's going to the main roster as well. But Jordan's going to be going to SmackDown, where Stephanie's going to Raw. And it's like I told Britt, dude, SmackDown need women.
Yeah.
If anything, SmackDown needs fucking women.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get Jordan Grace versus Jade Cargill.
Fuck, Jordan Grace versus Charlotte. Why not? You know what I mean? But my thing is that with SmackDown women's roster, you got Bayley, you got Charlotte, you got Naomi, Bianca, even though I don't know her situation. I know she's still injured and all, but she may end up going to Raw. Who knows? And with the draft is on the horizon, what could happen? Are we even going to get a draft this year? You know what I mean? Is it even confirmed? But I also forgot we got to add Saturday night's main event Fallout as well. I'm literally just looking at my freaking the topics that we were going to talk about, and I forgot to put that on there. But anyway, I digress. My thing with that is that if there's even going to be a draft some women to SmackDown. All right. That's just my thing. Because it's just, at this rate, it's getting to where it's focused around Charlotte, Tiffany, and Nia Jax, and who else? Jade Cargill.
Michen's there. I mean, they seem to be wanting to push Michen and BFAB as a tag team right now. Which apparently,
sure, why not?
Which apparently their new tag team name is Rush Hour. I guess it's based off of, Michen's part Chinese. I think it is.
What we got?
Then we got BFAB, so we got Rush Hour. Chris
So
Tucker.
I guess Chris Tucker is Michin, and Jackie Chan is BFAB. Cool. My God. We gotta have Chris Tucker come out of retirement and do something with them. I think that'd be funny as hell. Speaking of Rush Hour, Jackie Chan is now in a new movie called The Karate Kid, A New Legacy. That movie came out. I have yet to see it. it's kind of weird that they put Jackie Chan in the Karate Kid. So the last time they put Jackie Chan in the Karate Kid, it was horrible. It was terrible. So yeah, interesting input. But NXT, man, it started out. We got a new North American champ, and he's all ego. Ethan Page, which that one was a complete shocker. Due to that freaking match was insane though. The freaking North American Championship match, absolutely insane.
But
fuck Ricky took that cutter to the chair. I honestly thought I had to stop it. I had to rewind it. I thought the leg damn near punctuated his neck. Thankfully, it didn't, because that looked dangerous. That was a dangerous spot. And all that. So we got a new North American champ. We have a new women's champ. But not only that, we have Laredo Kid and Ray Phoenix going to be at Worlds Collide against Javon Evans and Ethan Page for the North American title in a fatal 4-way match. Just Ray Phoenix alone and Javon Evans is a dream match. You know, absolutely going to be an amazing match.
Yeah, that show should be good. It said that it will have a AAA feel with WWE production, which is great because WWE knows how to shoot wrestling. AAA knows how to do lucha, of course. So it should be great.
Obviously. But the question is, and the $5 million question is Alberto El Patron going to be there? So I don't know if you saw the video or not. He got in a fight with, what was his name? Vikingo?
Yeah, Vikingo's father.
Yeah, Vikingo's father. So they're trying to get that title away from Patron, put it on.
Whenever I see clips like that, that's on like a TV show, though. It's always like, is this just scripted? You know,
Yeah. Is it true? Is it real?
You know, because we go back to like the Andy Kaufman, Jerry Lawler stuff on David Letterman.
Yeah. That was crazy. It's crazy, man. But they're trying everything to get the title away from Alberto. And at this rate, just release him. Is he even signed with WWE? That's the question. You know, so that begs the question on that one, you know. But as far as everything else is concerned, that we got Chad Gable versus Helio de Vikingo. We got him against, Gable.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh yeah, and then we got the big thing with the update on the Janelle Grant lawsuit was John Laurinaitis has flipped witness. He's going to provide confidential evidence against Vince McMahon, which is just crazy.
Yeah, that shit was wild. I forgot to put that in there too. Thank you for bringing that up. So yeah, apparently Laurinaitis is a snitch.
Yeah.
And he switches sides. He's like, nope, I'm not going down with this man. I'm switching sides. Not happening.
Yeah, I would not want to be Vince McMahon now because he might be really screwed.
No. Oh, he's definitely done. He's done. Now more than ever. He's done. He's done. But switching gears, Raw was pretty all right. It was decent. Not bad episode. To say the least, we got a new member of the now whatever faction it's called, and my camera just went out of focus.
I did not expect Braun Breaker to be. I mean, Braun Breaker.
Nobody knew. We all did not
Bronson
know.
Reed to come back that soon.
We did not know.
Although he did post, I just remembered, he did post wavy picture, waves a few weeks ago. I just remember that. He teased his return if you followed his Twitter.
Well, he's down with Seth Rollins' new group, and it's getting more and more powerful.
It really needs a name.
It needs a name.
And not
Honestly, I'm good. Honest to God, I'm good if it's the Dangerous Alliance, the new Dangerous Alliance. I really wouldn't mind that.
And we don't need something like Pure Fusion Collective.
God, no. God, no. No, we do not need that. We don't need that. You know, I think anybody who needs to join, I'm not going to, point any fingers or say any names, but, just throwing that out there. But even with him, which, by the way, we got some new people that joined the Money in the Bank match. Penta qualified for the men's Money in the Bank match. We had Seth Rollins that added on to the men's Money in the Bank match. So that's starting to look pretty good. The women's side, on the other hand, we have Rhea Ripley now, Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, and I think that's it for right now. Oh, no. Also, Julia. So it's starting to look pretty good. Starting to look pretty decent. We do have an update, or I have an update on the WrestleMania situation. So, in August of next year, Louisiana's getting Money in the Bank, which is ridiculous. Why they do it on then? Because that's normally SummerSlam month. That's normally SummerSlam weekend. So we'll see what happens with that. As far as everything else is concerned, Battleground sucked. Battleground fucking sucked. All right, I'm gonna put it to you like that. It sucked. I said what I said. I said what I said. Norman, this would be the spot where Clarence is like, "Oh, why?
Well,
why it sucked? Why do you think it sucked?
Why did it suck? Because I didn't watch it, to be honest.
Well, we have a new TNA champion. After
that owner of TNA Wrestling looks so nerdy.
He didn't look happy.
Yeah,
but then after the show was over, he high-fived Trick. Trick Williams now. Go ahead, Joey.
I just love how he has to wear like the most generic-looking hat that just says TNA Wrestling.
Yeah, TNA. You could have said tits and ass or some bullshit, whatever. Trick Williams is now your new TNA champ. And it begs the question, I told Clarence this. TNA's getting bought out by WWE. I have a strong feeling. And I already know TNA is going to have that sweet, all-new, brand-new Def Rebel theme just waiting for them whenever they do.
You know who said that they really want to produce themes for WWE is Metro Boomin. Yeah, he recently posted on Twitter that he's like, "Come on, WWE, like give me a chance," type deal.
The rapper?
Yeah. Yeah, I know it sounds weird.
It's whatever. It's whatever, but it's time for Def Rebel to go. It really is. The theme songs are starting to get worse and worse. It's just at this point, it's just becoming not good. There are some good ones like Penta and Ray Phoenix.
Except half
those
the time,
are great.
Half the time, it sounds like their music could be made with AI.
No, Catch Republic or whatever. That was one of the worst ones I ever did. But back with TNA, I feel TNA is gonna get bought out by the end of the year. They're gonna make a huge announcement. TNA is coming with WWE. They're gonna be on the WWE banner, which is also interesting as well too. Guess what else happened? TNA might be TNA might be in negotiations with Peacock to put their content on there. So we might see TNA Plus be done. It's possible. Whenever WWE leaves, because I think that contract is up next year. I think that contract with Peacock is up by next year. So at that point, all the WWE products should be on Netflix, which is also weird. I found this out earlier. Go ahead, Joey.
That's the thing is, though, the YouTube, they create those YouTube channels for like WCW and stuff.
Yeah.
The WCW content, I don't think it's going to go to Netflix because they don't have the WCW content in elsewhere in the world. And
I don't think so.
There's only select Raws up on Netflix. Even
Raw's on Netflix, but for some reason SmackDown isn't yet.
they don't have the rights. They don't have the rights to it yet. Everywhere else in the world, they have Raw, SmackDown, not complete years yet, and they have and they have select pay-per-views. But there is no ECW content on Netflix. There's no WCW content. There's no World Class, Independent, Territory Days.
Like the territory shit,
so all that stuff will eventually just go to YouTube. That's why they're uploading that stuff to the vault on YouTube.
Yeah. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen because pretty sure we're going to get an ECW vault.
Yeah.
From WWE. You know? Notice we don't have an NXT vault.
That's on Tubi or something. I think it is. NXT is. Yeah, Tubi.
Yeah. But they actually just put by far one of the greatest takeovers of all time. Can you guess what it is?
The Brooklyn show? I don't know.
No. They actually put Brooklyn recently, but no. New Orleans.
Oh.
They put Takeover New Orleans on there, which is pretty awesome. And which is also I found out Raw on Netflix. I know it's a lot of disk space. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is.
They uploaded on the vault like top 5 giants or something, like Forgotten Giants or whatever. And there was an episode, and there was a clip from there from Super Astros, WWE's attempt at Spanish wrestling with Spanish commentary, and even when they would do the count, it'd be uno, dos, tres.
Yeah.
I was like, they should put all the Super Astros stuff up on YouTube. I really am hoping and like praying that they put up the Sabu versus Owen Hart dark match.
Ooh! I never saw that match.
There's no footage. It was recorded, but there's never been footage released of it.
There's never been like uploaded or whatever.
Yeah. So hopefully it comes up sometime.
Yeah. There we adjust my camera right here. Should be good. Oh wait. Damn. Oh, okay.
It's like you're shooting a Shield video.
We are the Shield. No, I was trying out something different. It didn't work. No, basically, my thing is that with Raw. So I found this out recently. God damn it! Like literally, like maybe an hour ago. Yeah, about maybe an hour ago before I actually was coming on here, jumping into the studio. Raw doesn't have like, if you record it on Netflix, it's gone for some reason. They don't have like, they got stuff reminded for like next week or so. But like, if you missed a live show, you can't watch it.
No, you can. It's up there.
I don't know how it's up there.
You just have to go back in the weeks. It's up there. I could watch the one from 3 days ago. They actually put they actually put it back up there without ads like 2 days later. But it's but it's you can go back and watch every episode.
My woman was having issues because she called me and I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like you can watch Raw. You can watch Raw from like Monday on there. But the weird thing is, where the hell can I find it at? Because I'm on the Netflix app right now as we speak.
It's You'll hear it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's back on there.
You'll hear it in 1 second.
Oh yeah, now it's on there.
But it's usually they usually keep the one with the ads up there for like a day, and then like it doesn't disappear. It just gets replaced with one without ads.
Right.
But yeah.
It's pretty interesting, to say the least. Now, because the thing was, my girlfriend, she was having issues with her Netflix, and she's like, "Babe, they took down Raw." I'm like, "No, Raw is on Netflix. But they might be doing something with it. God only knows what they were doing and all that stuff."
Yeah.
Don't need the damn bid. But we gotta talk about Double or Nothing. Oh my God, Double or Nothing was just the Anarchy in Arena match was insane. Like that one, I finally got a chance to watch it. So they played.
But the party's at the fall.
Before that.
Oh.
Before that. They played a fucking god awful AEW theme song for fucking Dynamite.
Oh.
The one time they did it, they played the Power Wheels commercial theme song. The I'm so excited. Like, no. No. Take that shit off. And then they played Bodies by Drowning Pool, which is great. So I guess that song is now all elite. WWE can't play it no more. Sucks. Bummer. Whatever. Anyway, got an update on After Dark.
What?
I was gonna say you have an update on After Dark.
On After Dark? You have an update. I don't know.
I don't know. I know we're gonna do it one Saturday.
When's the next Saturday Night Main Event?
Not till July.
Because that might be cool. That might be cool to do like one of those After Dark things while it's airing.
Yeah.
Yeah, July
something like that.
Yeah, July 12th.
I was close. Close with that and all that good shit. But that's pretty much it. I don't know, unless you got some stuff you want to talk about.
The only other stuff I got was like,
oh, shoot it. Let's see.
No, I don't want to. No, because you mentioned it earlier that we should do a dedicated episode to Dark Side of the Ring. Because I've been collecting like little stuff throughout the year that I seen in like and videos and stuff.
Oh, so it's a future episode. All right, cool.
Yeah, like I've been if I see something that's like an obscure wrestling story, I'm like, well, that might be good on Dark Side, type deal. So I record it down.
And you managed to gather like videos and like.
No, I don't have videos.
Oh, I'm about to say, Joey, what the fuck you been doing like that?
I just have notes.
Oh, cool. But yeah, that'll be a future episode. I'm definitely down to do one because I like to hear Clarence's side. I feel Clarence doesn't watch Dark Side of the Ring. And if he does, it's... I don't know. But I try not to miss all the episodes. Like, the Eddie Gilbert, I didn't finish watching that one. Billy Jack Haynes, I just started watching this morning. Because I actually fell asleep watching it. So I gotta rewatch it. And all that good stuff. So I'll be doing that momentarily. However, the Daphne episode was pretty awesome. I thought that was a fantastic show. Fantastic episode, to say the least. So, but jumping back to Muhammad Hassan, that one was a pretty wild episode, to say the least. It was a feel-good episode. Good way to end it. I think it was awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But, there's that rumor about Vince McMahon wanting to buy back WWE.
Yeah, I heard about that.
According to PW Nexus, one of the reporters had asked a TKO, anonymous source about that, and he pretty much laughed him out of the off the call when brought up like, would WWE actually want to? I mean, TKO want to sell WWE to Vince McMahon, and they're not even one bit interested in selling it to anybody. So
no,
Vince McMahon,
we do not need Vince back in WWE. Yeah, exactly, no chance.
Yeah,
no chance.
I could see Vince McMahon getting involved with that stupid Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff. What is that?
Oh my God,
that amateur
idea.
They're going to make amateur pro wrestling. I don't know exactly.
I thought it was going to be an NWO podcast or some shit.
Yeah, everybody did, but it turned out to be like they're going to pay amateur wrestlers to wrestle, basically.
That's stupid.
Apparently, it's been done before in the past and failed. So yeah, it is stupid.
Amateur. So they're going to do like legitimate.
Yeah, it'd be like NCAA college athletes wrestling each other.
That's stupid.
And
some people would actually watch it. That's the crazy part. Some people would actually watch it.
Yeah, they're going to put it on pay-per-view next year, though. Like, on actual pay-per-view.
That's ridiculous. What are you going to call it? What are you going to call it? The New World Order Wrestling. So basically, you're going to fulfill your idea that was, 27 years ago?
But neither of them...
trying to do...
Neither of them are like known as amateur wrestlers. Eric Bischoff or Hulk Hogan. It makes no sense to have them involved.
Especially Hulk Hogan. What? Are you kidding me?
If this was like Jake Hager starting this, like, yeah, that'd be believable. Yeah, he was a college athlete.
That would have made sense. If it would have been like, I don't know, the biggest NCAA wrestler, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I would have been cool with that. Like Ronda Rousey. Not Ronda Rousey, but Brock Lesnar, why not? Could you imagine Brock Lesnar being a promoter for shit like that? Or being like a fucking CEO for that shit?
Yeah,
that shit would be insane, dude.
We got like Dan Severn coming out.
Yeah, no, instead we got two old farts that don't know nothing about amateur wrestling. We have a fucking guy that's trying to promote his shitty beer that no one gives a rat's ass about.
And apparently the guy that's doing much of the funding is the guy that funds the beer, too.
That is ridiculous.
Because this guy's ambition in life is actually to fund aging wrestlers' passion projects, like the beer.
Well, the beer sucks.
Yeah.
I'm sure it sucks. Look, I love Eric Bischoff. I respect the mindset of this man, but this is by far one of the dumbest shit he's ever did. Like, dude, go back to podcast, go back to filming 83 weeks. That's where you're good at. Talk about wrestling, not amateur fucking wrestling. Like, no, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. But I could also say this too. We are, I'm actually in talks of being a sponsor. The podcast is going to be sponsored, hopefully, for the next PW225 show that's coming up next month. VHS Wrestling. Hopefully, we get that spot. It'd be awesome. It'd be going back to the 80s for one night only. So it'd be pretty cool. All that good shit. Whereas actually VHS Wrestling, they even got the title belt for it. It's going to be a pretty cool event. It'll be in beautiful Gonzales. But the venue, man. Ooh. But the venue is like a very small area. So, yeah, myself and Massacre, and of course, the What a Kayfabe mascot going to be there. But not back. Bax is going to be at the Airbnb chilling, but yeah. But I'll be in Houston Sunday and Monday because I'm going to see Ice Nine Kills, which is, oh my God, I can't fucking wait for that concert. That concert's going to be fucking awesome. Seeing that concert's gonna be great. Also, I'll be seeing them again the following Monday in New Orleans. So that's gonna be very interesting. I'll probably gonna pass by the Smoothie King Center and flip them off because y'all some bastards. Not them, the Superdome. Football the motherfucker. Or the Caesars Superdome. Flip them fucking bastards off. And all that good shit. Anyway, I think this would be a good time for us to wrap up the show. Yeah, unless you got anything else you want to say.
R-Truth should have won the match at Saturday Night Main Event.
Did you see what he fucking wore?
Yeah.
Ron Cena?
Yeah, Ron Cena.
Ron Cena did nothing wrong, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we gotta talk about Saturday Night's Main Event. I forgot about that. Bronson Reed's a new member of this new group that Seth Rollins is producing, which is more and more looking more. Take two. Which is more starting to look like Batman's Rogue Gallery. We got Bane, we got Killer Croc, we got Penguin, we got Joker.
Yeah,
CM Punk's Batman.
They need to keep that look of having Bronson and Braun in the look that they had on Raw with the black suits, the glasses, chains. They need to keep that look. It's
looks
a great
good.
look.
Good luck. It's good luck and everything. Have that look and whatnot. Evolution is coming back. We're not talking about a faction. We're talking about the all women. We're talking about the all women pay-per-view, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's finally
now
announced.
More than ever, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's finally announced after being teased, rumored for like 3 months.
Yeah, the last one was.
Yeah, I'll be curious on like the Legends returning and stuff. Hopefully, it's not like Nikki Bella.
You know the Bella Twins are coming back.
I know.
You know the Bella Twins are coming back.
Especially
you know damn well they're coming back.
The Hall of Famer, Nikki Bella.
That shit was so damn disappointing. A lot of people thought it was going to be AJ Lee coming back after, fucking 10 years? Has it been? 10 years is the last match? You know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. This is bullshit. People are pissed. But I'm very interested to see what they're going to do for Evolution. Especially now more than ever because we got a good roster in the women's division in NXT. Raw, SmackDown has Raw has a great women's roster. SmackDown doesn't. Not the greatest, but they're working on it. But above all else, I'm very interested to see what they're going to do. Also, we forgot to mention Double or Nothing. Hangman Adam Page won the 2025 Owen Hart Cup. He'll be facing Jon Moxley for the AEW World Title. Even if there's even a world title, we have not seen a fucking title since, last year. So, yeah. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do. For the title, I really hope they don't replace the title. I really hope they don't come up with a new design.
Yeah.
I really hope fucking not.
Well, it's going to stay on Moxley and it'll just become a thing of barbed wire. Oh, the Bleed. I am the Bleed champion.
The Blade champion. It's the Blade champion. If that motherfucker, if there's a camera, he's right there doing this shit.
Making a big old razor blade.
Oh my god, if that's the fucking belt. Greatest belt in the history of our sport. Now, yeah, Double or Nothing wasn't bad. I just watched that match and then the Anarchy in the Arena match. That's pretty much the match everybody gave a shit about.
Some people were calling it a return to glory of AEW, you know, like back when it was good type deal.
But the thing is,
I don't know if one pay-per-view can like wipe out all of the bad that quick.
And there's some bad in that company. First of all, I can name two of them right now. The two jackasses that showed up in Benjamin Franklin suits. That was by far just really.
That's not even like original. They stole that from like DX back in 2006.
Yeah, it was the Vengeance 2006 fucking. What was it? The fucking promo shoot? Was it?
Yeah, the poster and
yeah,
I think they did a video of it too.
Y'all not DX. Stop it! Like, this is why they're the most hated tag team in the IWC. There's Ricochet and his wife, and then there's the Young Bucks. It's right there. It's right there. Like, I used to love the Young Bucks, not so much anymore, but it's like, hey, look, that table spot, by the way, that they pulled off, that was insane. And I'm not talking about the barbed wire one. I'm talking about the one where I think it was it Pat that threw Kenny? And then Kenny, they made a mistake, but they were able to come back with it. And they went to the table.
Yeah, you mentioned the botch thing. Oh my! That Saturday night's main event when Selena Vega did the 619 and botched on Chelsea Green and broke her nose.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Some people just.
I've always thought Zelina Vega was a bit sloppy, and that just kind of proved it.
Hey man, pull it. Excuse me, y'all.
That was quick.
Yeah,
she got hit in the nose, and everything just started pouring.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. But speaking of botches, if you want to talk about botches, last night's episode of Dynamite, where Kyle Fletcher took that power bomb to Adam Cole. And instead of hitting the side apron, Adam Cole hit the back of his head.
I don't know.
There's a possibility he may have a concussion.
I don't know. Was that last week or the week before that they completely botched up the Mongolic Michaels tribute? And during the show,
that was Collision.
It all of a sudden switches to Black Adam. The competitor, a chairman of WWE, is interrupting your show, essentially.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Again, there's a lot of shit that needs to be cleared up in AEW.
That took like 3 days for them to get the full episode up to anybody to watch it. 3 days.
Wild. That's wild. Son of a bitch is wild. But again, it comes to show you, with Double or Nothing being great pay-per-view. I will say, AEW with pay-per-views or whatever you want to call them, they do not miss on pay-per-views. They really don't. They kill it on pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
But the shows, man, my God, the regular shows just needs work. It needs a lot of work.
Oh,
you know?
Speaking of like pay-per-views, Triller, fight or whatever you want to call it, is apparently in bad financial shape, and that's the reason why Double or Nothing wasn't on it. They could.
Because they moved Double or Nothing to Amazon, to Prime Video.
Yeah,
which is crazy because they were always on Triller, and it wasn't just on Triller. It was on Bleacher Report, but I think that got shut down.
But yeah, they've got funding coming in, but it hasn't came in yet. They've got $10 million that's supposed to be there.
Oh my God!
But they haven't received it yet, so they have they're in really bad shape. They
might be getting the accident if that's the case.
Yeah, they might be shutting down sometime because their also stock price fell under $1.
Yeah. So now it's like, where are you gonna find the freaking where are you gonna find indie shows besides IWTV. You know,
Yeah.
or like shoot fighting at that.
Yeah,
They had everything.
But
Shoot fighting, MMA, all that. That's crazy.
Yeah, if Triller falls, there's going to be a big old flock back to IWTV.
And not just that, GCW's a regular on there.
Yeah, I don't know where they would go. You know, I think that I swear I remember GCW having a few shows on IWTV at one time.
Yeah.
And
but then they had a falling out.
Yeah, they had a falling out. I don't know. GCW would have to make their own streaming platform, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how successful that would be, but yeah.
Or just go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube.
Yeah, you could follow you could follow the MLW method of just streaming all your stuff for free.
Yeah. I mean, you could just do that, but it's like even with that, you got to be careful, you know?
Yeah, they're the one issue they're going to have with that though, everybody uses licensed music.
Yeah.
It's going to get flagged real quick.
So
it's going to get shut down.
In this situation, they would have to make it their own streaming service. They would have to.
They would have to. Yeah, they'd have to. If they would do it on YouTube, they'd have to essentially have like a mute button just to mute the music every time. And they would mute the crowd's entrance, which is, not going to work. You can't have a crowd entrance with no, mute it. So
no, that's not going to work. There's no way it's going to work. I mean, with MLW they do it, but it's like they don't put licensed music. Instead, they have their own shit. But it's like with GCW, on the other hand, I feel if anything they may go back to IWTV.
Yeah.
But push come to shove, best case scenario, make a streaming service platform.
Yeah.
GCW, I don't know, plus GCW, whatever. So I don't know what's going on. Hang on. My better half decided to call me while I'm doing the podcast. Kidding me. Ridiculous. Hey. I'm on the podcast, babe.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay.
I don't know. Mine did too. All right. Love you.
All right. I love you.
Bye. Anyway, got time for that. My thing with GCW is it would be good to put it on YouTube, but it would be bad to put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But they normally do the stuff at JCW with Jersey Championship Wrestling. They normally stream it on YouTube.
Yeah, I forgot they do that on YouTube.
So, if anything, they could possibly get away from it.
Yeah.
They could possibly get away with, okay, well, hey, we're a professional wrestling company. We allow all this shit.
But they won't be making ad money. That's their issue. They won't be making money off the YouTube, which is the big thing you want.
It won't be monetized.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be monetized at all whatsoever.
And could you imagine? I know there was like a falling out with Nick Gage and GCW, but could you imagine Nick Gage coming out to like some generic metal song?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it's like...
Man, dude, it would be really cool. It would be really cool, but I don't know. It would get kind of costly if they could have live bands perform the wrestlers' theme songs every week or every show.
No.
You could get away but you can get away with covers, though, that way.
Just don't bring out the band that's saying Wild Thing for Moxie.
I meant like talented people.
Yeah, that's not talented. Some people think it might be talented, Asshole. No. But I don't know, man. I mean, it sucks that Triller might be getting bankrupt.
Yeah.
Much less have the app shut down, because I mean it's a popular app when it comes to streaming stuff. I mean, you got it all, man. You got boxing, you got wrestling, you got shoot fighting,
Yeah, it's
MMA.
nice.
I think racing is on that too.
It's nice. I just wish that they would organize it a little bit better. It's kind of hard to
Yeah,
navigate.
and for the longest time, Ring of Honor was on there for Honor Club.
Yeah.
So that might be another reason why Triller might be, going under the boat, because you had stuff like that happen. That's why AEW left. That's why Ring of Honor left. But I don't even know they even have that anymore for Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I think Baxter left. I think Baxter went somewhere. I think he left.
Baxter.
Yeah, he's getting big. He's probably getting his nuts chopped off though, because now he's starting to hump the damn bear, and it's getting ridiculous. Because he humps the bear very violently.
Yeah, we can't have a bear pregnancy.
I mean, stuffed teddy bear.
Yeah,
That my better half just.
You don't want a dog
Maybe.
bear hybrid.
No, this is not Family Guy. We're not going to have a human and a fucking. A human and a dog. Like hybrid. No. Anyway. Dear Jesus. And also, what CZW was on there. You remember when CZW was on Fight Network?
Yeah.
But this is back when it was called the Fight Network. It wasn't our Fight TV.
Fight TV, yeah.
Yeah. Kylie is the only one that's freaking commenting. Dear Jesus. At least somebody's watching. Unlike my goofy ass. Anyway. Final thoughts before we wrap up the show.
Nah.
Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs. Here at World of Kayfabe Podcast, we are drug free. Anyway, no. This is gonna wrap up the show. This is a good point for us to end the show right here. Yeah, of course you are. If you like what you see, guys, please head on over and follow us on here. It is appreciated that you do follow us. We don't pressure you guys to follow us, but it is indeed pressured for you guys to check us out. Not pressured. Appreciate it for you guys to check out.
But until you follow us, I'll follow you!
Dun, dun, dun. Watch out for this fucking guy. After Dark will probably... So, we never set a date for After Dark yet.
No, we haven't.
We haven't done it yet, but we do have an all chat experience. I said it. A Twitch show exclusive called After Dark, which will be World of Kayfabe's After Dark, where we go live during a wrestling show of whatsoever, WWE, whatever, where you can just join in, hang out with us, talk about wrestling, talk about bullshit. If you guys want to be a part of our show, please. I don't know how we would do that.
We'll just post links on the. We'll post links on the Facebook.
We'll post links in the Facebook page. Check us out if you guys want to hang out with us. What's that, Joey?
Nothing.
I thought you were saying something. You just had that look like I was about to say something. Anyway, also, I will be back on Twitch very soon. Unfortunately, the Berserk and Diablo collab will be ending soon. So I will be coming back with some Marvel Rivals. We're playing on there. The link tree is in the bio, or normally is above me. Joey didn't do it. Clarence is not here, so yeah. Fuck that guy. Anyway, with that being said, please follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, checking us out every week. Kylie, thank you so much for being a part of the show. You always, good Lord, Joey, you always still watch us. We do appreciate it. Kylie's been watching the show since practically day one. So yeah, I feel the need. She definitely needs to get the recognition that she deserves. So without her, the show would not be possible. Also for her jackass fiance, who is, but yeah, I want to bring that up too. So Robbie was our supposed to be fourth guy, or now he is our fourth guy. Hasn't been on the show, and I do have a reason why. Man's got 2 jobs. The man's making crazy money, or at least he's supposed to be. But that's why he has not been on the show. Give it time. I'm sure he wouldn't mind coming back on here and just getting his house sorted and all that stuff. So that's the reason why he's not been on the show. Anyway, just wanted to throw it out there. But anyway, follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you, Kylie, for being a part of the show. Thank you for doing the chats. It means a lot. At least somebody's fucking chatting. Pardon my French. And if you guys missed a live episode of this show, in that case, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to watch it. Just kidding. Check us out on YouTube. We have all of our past stuff. When we started the show, we were 3 cringy bastards who didn't know what the fuck to say or what to do. What the hell you have in your hand, sir? Why do you have scissors? What the hell's wrong with you?
I went to the Arn Anderson School of Wrestling.
What are you, Sid Vicious? Good Lord, man. We are live every Thursday night on Twitch at 9:30 p.m. Sometimes we start late. It is what it is. I am in talks, however, of having 2 guests, not 1, but 2 guests on this show in a couple weeks.
They won't make any noise and they won't be visible, but they'll be there.
Possibly be there. It works with that.
Yeah, but like I said, they'll be invisible and we won't be able to hear them. So they're, we got guests right now. You just don't see them. Ouch.
I mean,
I'm messing around.
Big camp right here. It's a major big camp. If you know, you know. But I gotta say on that one, which is weird. I don't know why.
Hurricane Shane Helms.
I don't know why it turned green. That's weird. Fuck. Hot shit. There we go. Back to normal colors. But yeah, dude. It's gonna be very interesting. Hopefully, these 2 will come on. Great people, by the way. Awesome people. Awesome people.
We got one thing. 1 second. Hey, Clarence, what do you have? What's your final words for the show?
My final words are that I don't understand why they had to do Muhammad Hassan so dirty. They had a great heel that the crowd was getting on board with, and then they just destroyed his career when he was gaining momentum.
Okay.
Why did my ring light turn green? What the fuck?
That's weird. And
I don't know why my light just turned green.
Yeah, is that like
weird.
some kind of error in the system or something?
I don't know. AI Clarence. I don't know why.
I hung up on him. All right.
That's right. Get out of the studio. Go home. Go home. Oh, now I got it back up and running. It's crazy.
All right.
Why did that shit?
I guess we're done wrapping up.
I guess we're done wrapping it up. Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Follow us on social media platforms. Follow us on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss out any of our content. Whenever we upload a video, We got some good shit coming for you guys. Stick around. Stay tuned. Don't want to miss out. And we love you. Have a great night. See ya!
I don't care. You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you.